Hi, welcome back to SwissWatchExpo. This is Taking Time. I'm Jonathan, and this is
Richard.
So we don't have any pumpkin spice lattes today, but we do have 4 very scary watches for Halloween. Let's check it out. So, like I said, we don't have any pumpkin spice lattes today, but it is fall. It's definitely boot season. I've got my boots on, and it's getting ready to be Halloween, or by the time this video comes out, it will be Halloween.
There's something really close to it.
Yeah. And we've got 4 spooky watches that we actually found in our inventory, our massive 3,000 watch inventory. So anyways, yeah. Let's start out. What's in your opinion, kind of?
I don't know.
Halloweeny.
Halloweeny. I think they all got their own characteristics of Halloween.
Yeah, they do.
We ran through a bunch of different things in our head. We wanted to think about doing a bunch of different stuff, all these theme things. Couldn't do Frankenstein because we don't have any Frankenstein watches. But right. And then of course we wanted to do Batman, because Batman, Dark Knight, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What we ultimately decided on was the ones you see in front of us. And so there's a bunch of different things to choose from. Ultimately, they're not actually spooky, other than like the ability, how spooky the deals are here at SwissWatchExpo.
Good representation.
Oh, they are. And
literally, I mean, like the spirit-esque type stuff. So we've got like a skeleton dial Cartier, for a skeleton. We've got an orange Omega for being, kind of pumpkin.
It's about the size of a pumpkin.
Yeah, it actually is.
Giant watch.
We've got a ghost bezel Rolex Submariner, and then we've got a very cool spider dial Rolex Submariner too.
Yeah, I think that's probably the showcase piece. I think why don't we start with the Omega then, and just kind of pull it up, talk about it. Like we were saying before, it's sort of just got this orange appeal. I'd probably say I try to, I put up decorations every year. My wife won't let me do the green because in her mind it reminds her too much of Christmas.
Green.
So in my mind, orange is the predominant color for Halloween.
Yeah.
Of course, you go to Home Depot, Walmart, or any of those, Trader Joe's, you're going to see pumpkins all over the place.
Yeah.
The predominant color being orange. So we picked the Planet Ocean just because of the orange motif. And again, it's just a humongous watch. It's just a fantastic piece to have. Of course, you get your water resistance and all the stuff you'd typically get with your Omega.
And it's got great luminova for at night.
It does.
So if you don't have a flashlight, it's almost as good.
It's almost as good, and really good for creeping out children. Turn off all the lights and just walk around the room with nothing but the watch glowing.
Yeah.
And then, of course, so we go from that, and we also go to my son's favorite thing in the world, skeletons. I don't know why he calls them spookies.
Spookies.
Yeah, he calls them spookies.
Interesting.
But the skeleton dial, so we got the skeleton dial Cartier.
Yeah, I think this is cool because you can actually see like the balance actually working and everything.
It's got the dual barrels as well, so you can check that out
like
too.
it actually kind of makes it look like a heart beating, because the heart of the watch and everything.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, this is cool because it's our only real like full-fledged kind of skeleton watch that we have. It's by a great brand. Cartier, it does have a little bit of gold in it, but I mean, it's a skeleton watch. So if you want kind of that skeleton theme, if you're going to dress up as a skeleton,
why not wear the Cartier?
Yeah, you got to have a Cartier.
Yeah, it's a sweet watch. I mean, it's a little bit different. I mean, obviously, the Santos has been around for a while, ever since Santos Dumont commissioned Louis Cartier to make it for him.
Yeah. And
of course, the 100-year anniversary Santos 100 came out, slight variation change, and of course, this one is probably the most dramatic variation of that one, I might say anyway. At least for me, it's one of the most elegant watches. And it's a mixture of sport and class.
Yeah.
And just a really neat piece. And like you said, you can kind of see the heartbeat, which is kind of, it is kind of neat thinking about it like that.
So yeah, we have another really cool piece for being Halloween. Literally a ghost bezel Submariner. Literally, I mean, this is a really cool representation because, I mean, it's in great condition, it literally, I mean, it's just right there for turning into a ghoul.
Right.
So, yeah, hard to find piece right there.
Very hard to find. It kind of gives you this gray motif almost. Obviously, it's patina in this case, but you don't see a Submariner walking around with a gray bezel.
Yeah.
So it's just a neat thing to look at. I like the fact it's on a strap too. I mean, obviously you get a little bit older, bracelets kind of wear down a little bit, but the nice leather strap that this one has just really makes it, I don't know, kind of a timeless classic to me.
Yeah.
Really, really pretty watch. And then we have the pumpkin and the spider.
Yeah.
Spider. Yeah, we're doing the spider.
Yeah. So actually, I am super scared of spiders.
I'm not fond of them
hate spiders. Hate them, hate them, hate them. I don't hate this watch though.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This watch is pretty cool. So the reason why it's called spider dial is like if you get it in the right light, it actually flickers and you can see this very unique effect that actually happened with the age of the watch where the enamel, I think Rolex was using it at the time, essentially has cracked.
Right.
Like basically like not cracked all the way through the dial.
Right.
It's just like on the top layer of the
It's like
enamel.
a surface deep effect.
And it causes this like really cool, just very unique because you can't get two of the same ones, literally.
Right. It's kind of like mother of pearl almost in a way.
Yeah.
And it's because each one are going to crack differently. But yeah, like you're saying, these were on the transition pieces from the matte dial to the glossy dial, and Rolex was kind of playing with that new technology when they were trying to do the lacquer shiny.
Yeah.
And you know, at the early stages of that, they didn't really know how those were going to age, and now we see how they've aged, and they have this really neat spidering effect. I got to admit, I'm not the biggest fan of spiders either. I'm not at all. But the writing spiders that the big ones that write on. Have you seen those?
No.
The big yellow ones are about this long, and they draw.
Okay.
On
Now
the
you're giving me the creeps.
They're really neat, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one's got the spider dial. It's just a neat. Obviously, it makes these watches a little bit more collectible because they've been making the lacquer dial for a while now. But in a way, it kind of makes it a limited piece because you don't see these after the age of like 86, 87 because Rolex did a really good job at like refining that technology, and now you don't see it as often.
Yeah.
So it's a very limited range in which you see these happen, and it's just a cool collector's item. Yeah.
So if you want to be like super, I guess, extra spooky with these 4 watches,
Right.
You can definitely, especially if you're, a watch nerd, literally like we are, yeah, you can wear these and totally add to your costume. I think it's really cool.
Absolutely. So that's kind of it for this one. A little bit shorter than normal, but maybe that's good. You guys let us know what you think is the spookiest watch you've seen. There's plenty of Breitlings out there with orange dials, yellow dials, that sort of stuff.
We actually do have, I think, a pumpkin dial GMT.
We do.
Yeah.
Which would be really neat. But I don't know if you've seen Michael's video or if you will see Michael's video. Per Elena, we're only allowed to have 4 videos. Otherwise, we're going to lose some fingers.
No actual pun intended.
No pun intended. She might actually take them off. So we get 4 videos. We get 4 watches. So maybe next time we'll showcase some other ones. Let us know what you guys like to see. Let us know what you think would be a great Halloween watch and what you guys are actually going to wear for Halloween.
Yeah.
Catch us out. Catch up with us next time on Taking Time.
Thanks.